What if I told you there was a high school in New Hampshire with less than 300 student athletes, but that same school has won over 60 state titles since 2000? That same school has placed athletes in over 80 colleges and universities during that same time? That it has a coaching staff that rivals a professional franchise? What if I told you that the boathouse was empty, but athletes still rowed? Or that even with locked fields, athletes still trained? What if I told you that an empty A&W center didn't stop our community from staying fit? Or that a pandemic couldn't stop our coaches from making an impact on the lives of their players? The Derryfield Athletic Department is proud to present the Spring 2020 Athletic Awards Assembly.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris Hettler, and I'm the Athletic Director here at the Derryfield School. I'd like to welcome you all to the Spring 2020 Derryfield Athletic Sports Awards. This would have been our third of 3 assemblies designed to honor the successes of our players, coaches, and teams. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to all the coaches who gave so freely of their time and put forth countless hours of effort, energy, and passion into each of their teams this spring, despite what's been a crazy and unprecedented season, to give you, the athletes, the very best possible experience that they could. I want to recognize how hard it's been for everyone this year and how disappointing it's been not to have a spring season. But we still want to go forward and recognize how much hard work that you have put into your sports over the last 4 years and the good days that will be here in the future. I look out on the field today. I look out at the tennis courts, the upper fields, the A&W Center in front of me, and realize that there are brighter days ahead, and we can't wait to celebrate them with you in the future. In the meantime, I want to thank Mr. Leary, Mr. Hastings, Ms. LeClaire, and Ms. Perkins for all their work behind the scenes this year in the athletic department and keeping us healthy, fit, producing all those great workouts for us, the mindful options, everything to keep us healthy and active and moving during our time apart this spring. I also want to thank you personally as the athletes for continuing to put forth the effort that you did to help ensure that future Derryfield spring teams and teams across the board will continue to build and thrive. I'm proud of all of you for that work that you put in this spring. As a reminder, this video and this assembly is going to give each coach a couple minutes to honor their teams, their seniors, and the individual of their choosing for the prestigious Class of 1970 award. This award is presented to the Derryfield student athlete on each varsity squad. These individuals have been members of their particular squad for 2 or more seasons. They must have shown through enthusiasm, endeavor, and selfless interest to make the most of their natural ability and improve play and the performance of themselves, others, and the team as a whole. With that said, I'd like to welcome Coach Leary and get us started with boys tennis. Coach?
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for the tennis portion of this year's award ceremony. We're really looking forward to getting a season on these beautiful tennis courts right here, and even though we didn't get to, I figured I'd give you guys a nice view of them as I give my speech. This season was a long time coming. We were building this for 2 years, and I think we had a lot to look forward to, especially with our seniors. Even though this didn't happen, I'd like to honor those seniors, and especially the ones that have been with us for multiple years. Now, this year, although we have not been able to join each other on the courts, I think it's been great that we've had our virtual chats, some virtual doubles competitions, and overall we were just able to laugh and have fun. In honoring our seniors, I'd like to start off with senior Tyler Kreitz. Tyler is a 2-year captain. He is one of the hardest working and one of the most improved players I've ever seen. Coming from his freshman year where he was fairly new to tennis up until last year we played #1 singles and #1 doubles, he will definitely be missed on the team. Brady McGinley, our second senior, is a story that kind of has the same pattern. Starting his freshman year where we might have pulled him up for a couple of practices from the JV team up until last year where he played #3 singles and number 3 doubles, and was a rock, especially on the singles court. He's known for his epic challenge matches against Chris Lynch, and just in general, just like happy demeanor and really, really great attitude. Next senior is Dylan Soundar. Dylan joined us his freshman year and is one of the toughest challenge matches you can ever play. Ask any of our guys out there. He's been with us since the days of Coach Burke, and I really, really have appreciated having his energy on the team. Now, along with these 3 seniors, we had 3 guys who never got a chance to really compete on the varsity team, but I want to honor them now. Austin Best and Kevin Lee worked really hard last year under Coach Coward, and I was looking forward to working with them this year, but unfortunately we didn't get the chance. Another one, Max Byron. I was hoping to see his athleticism on the basketball court translate over onto the tennis court, but again, we didn't get to see it. But I'll make this promise for you guys. Come back, I'll open up the courts for us, and we can play. In closing, this year's Class of 70 award goes to 2-year captain, senior Tyler Kreitz. Tyler sets the tone for the rest of the team. Even in our virtual chats, he's the first one there. He talks the most. He makes sure other people are there. And overall, he just has become a leader. Watching him improve, not only tennis-wise, but also as a player over these last 3 years has been great. He came up from almost nothing and has become a really, really great tennis player and a great leader on the team. It has been my privilege to coach Tyler over the last 3 years and to see him grow into the leader and tennis player he has become. Thank you all very much, and I look forward to when we can get out on these beautiful courts again.
Hello, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Gus Morale, and I'm the girls' tennis coach. First, I want to thank Chris Hettler for his support during this unconventional time and to congratulate him as his first year as AD comes to a close. A special thanks and welcome to Sophie Brown, Karen Cole, 8th grader Sofia Correnti, Cristina Escartin, Anna Induni, Jennifer Pay, and great to have back last year's players led by co-captain Paige Grondin, Julia Hardy, Emma Losey, Maya Marsden, Mary Molina, plus all the seniors. I want to thank all the players for making the effort to make the best of the tennis program during this difficult time that we are going through. We have tried different things to keep the interest via teleconferencing, and I just hope that we have been at least partially successful. We had the head of the Professional Tennis Registry, the largest professional tennis teaching organization in the world, join us as a guest speaker, as well as Sarah Stone, an Aussie professional tour player and currently coaching on the WTA Tour and founder of the Women Tennis Coaching Association. We have done trivia. We tried to give a volley lesson with the help of Jennifer Pay. We have done warm-up and racket drills, plus simple and plain conversation. As you finish the 2020 season, you're undefeated, and each of you haven't lost in singles or doubles, so congratulations. I think of you as pioneers, and that this period of time will become part of your memory, which perhaps help you to discover a different side of yourself that in the absence of this opportunity, you may have never done. I am confident that in retrospect and in your older years, you will remember this period as memorable and defining in your life. I am sure that now there are a number of loose memories out there, pieces that you will gradually begin to put together as years go by, and will become important pieces of the larger puzzle that is your life. Those of you that are graduating have been a significant part of this very successful team, and I want to thank you. Erin Glossner, always affable and a hard worker, someone who is one of the quiet leaders of the team, well respected, whose reassuring personality was sought after by teammates. Great potential to play an offensive net game. Caroline Hines, always ready to work hard, whether it be a practice or a match, someone who implemented a game to a T, well liked and respected by her teammates. Bella Matarese, a highly talented baseliner with a strong will and personality, crafty and smart, a leader in her own right. Silvana Parra Rodriguez, someone who grew quietly within the ranks of a talented team, thoughtful and cerebral. Her approach achieved her success against more experienced players. Danny Taub, pleasant and engaging, willing to work hard with a never-ending smile, steady game, consistent with her personality. And finally, I get to Caroline Demers, who has been a significant contributor to the tennis team since she joined us as an 8th grader in 2016. Caroline has made the most of her involvement with the team, with her commitment and dedication to the game, which in turn led to her growth as a player and as a leader, culminating in her unanimous selection as a captain for this season. Her attendance was close to perfect, only missing those times when she had a performance in her other passion, dance. Caroline's personality is such that pervades the group with positive energy and enthusiasm. Among her many accomplishments, in 2018, Caroline earned the title of Bagel Princess as the player to have won the most matches by defeating the opponent by the score of 8-0 during interscholastic matches. During her tenure with the team, the girls' team has won a state championship, advanced to the semifinals, advanced to the finals, all in Division 1. Caroline's record up to the 2019 season is 23-7 in singles and 25-5 in doubles, broken down as follows. In the championship year, the first in Division 1 championship for Derryfield, Caroline's contributions were 5-2 in singles, 3-1 in doubles. 2018, 11-4 in singles, 10-2 in doubles. 2019, 7-1 in singles, 12-2 in doubles. Very impressive. Caroline is also highly accomplished academically, with highest honors since 9th grade, earned related prestigious awards, and an outstanding high-performance dancer. Caroline is an outstanding person who will continue to grow and unselfishly elevate the Derryfield School name wherever her personal, professional, and educational life brings her. Caroline is a well-deserved winner of the Class of 70 award. Thank you all. Have a great summer. Those of you that are graduating, I wish you the best in college. And those of you that are coming back, I'll see you in the spring and work hard between now and then. Have a great summer. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name's Coach Hettler. I'm the boys varsity lacrosse coach here at the Derryfield School, and I'm here to present the Class of 70 boys varsity lacrosse team, as well as talk about our season. Well boys, it definitely was not the spring we had planned for. From the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you guys enough for all the hard work that you put in, not only during the spring here, but really all year long. I really am saddened by the fact that we didn't get one last run together this year. Champions should have the right to defend their title until it's taken away from them. And even then, you get to try and get it back again. Over your careers, you guys have played countless hours of catch and wall ball. You spent many weekends on the road, playing travel or indoor over at the Bedford Sportsplex. You endured many cold, rainy, snowy, and even hot and humid practices at Derryfield, all within the same season a lot of times. And most of all, you had to deal with me and my craziness. Through it all, you came away with a nearly perfect record at 59-1, the highest winning percentage of any team I've ever coached at Derryfield. You won 3 straight state titles, and you likely would have won another. I'll count it. You guys, you've earned numerous awards for your on-field play and in the classroom. You were true student athletes, and you really did deserve that chance to defend your title. And while I can't give you that opportunity, I can share some of my favorite memories with you and things that I'll take away and have kept me going this spring. Jacob Skolton. Jacob, I still vividly remember the young man who I met at open house in our old gym. I was so excited that day that a Tomahawk player from Nashua was looking at us and not BG. I couldn't believe it. And boy, did we luck out. We could not have pulled a bigger steal away from them. Besides being a major contributor to 3 state titles in the defensive end of the field, you are a wonderful teammate who helped to raise the level of play of all those around you. Most of all, and even now, you continue to be a positive, motivating presence, helping us to ensure future success. Thank you again for taking a chance on me and Derryfield. Jake Plage. Jake, you have always approached the game with hard work, patience, and a team-first attitude. Over the years, you have transformed yourself into a great athlete, and I was really looking forward to seeing that work pay off this spring. You are ready to take a big leap and be a major contributor for us in the defensive end of the field. Suffield is getting an amazing young man. Thank you for always being a great teammate and always supporting your teammates in such a positive way. Jake and Josh Arrett. God, boys, my eyes lit up the moment you two set foot on campus this summer. I don't know if it was the Albert Einstein mural you painted or the way you took our mini camp by storm. The coaches and I all watched as you stepped onto the field and instantly built chemistry with the team. Both of you moved so naturally and quick. The coaches and I couldn't help but start to dream of all the different ways that we could have used both of you this spring. And even though we didn't get to play, thank you both for all you brought to our community this year. I really wish we had more time together. Emerson Bracey. Emerson, Emmer Daddy. I can't thank you enough for taking a risk and trying a sport out of your comfort zone. I'm a big team culture guy, and I instantly knew that you'd be a hit with our team and help us build an even stronger bond. You were a quick study, and you really picked up the game and the many skills that it takes to play. You should be really proud of the risks that you took, and thank you for believing in me and the team. Henry Howe. Henry, I can't tell you how much I enjoy watching you play the game and how upset it makes other kids that you play against. They don't understand how a kid your size, who prances and skips around the field, can make them look so silly and make the game look so easy. I will forever remember that Goffstown game in the semifinals where you could do no wrong and you made it look so easy and they had no answer for you. You did it all with a skip in your step and a smile on your face. No one understands better than you that if you play the game with joy and Stellos in your heart, you are unstoppable. Gunnar Senator. You have never been the biggest player on the field, but you have always played with the biggest heart, and you rose up to shine in the biggest moments. You never shied away from checks or contact, and you always found a way to put the ball in the back of the net. You've been a feeder, a finisher, a dodger, and most of all, you are a big-time talent. You own Bill Ball Stadium. Some of my favorite goals and memories come from your shots in those games. Thank you for always giving the team and everything you had and leaving it all on the field. Joe McDonough. Joe, I was so looking forward to having you with us this year. For 3 years, I had to battle against you and your dad and watch you make our strong face-off unit look silly. And I was so looking forward to now having you on our side. You play the game with passion, intensity, but most of all, you play it with a smile on your face and a love of the game in your heart. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to play, and I truly hope you enjoyed your year at Derryfield. Isaac Plotzker. Isaac, what could have been, man? Ever since middle school, I wanted to have you on this team. I've always seen the raw talent and the amazing athlete that you are. I wanted desperately to show this off this spring to the rest of the league. You would have been great. Most of all, you would have been a great teammate. Thanks for believing me and taking a chance on coming out this spring. I'm just sorry we didn't get a chance to fulfill it. Yash. Yash, I can't tell you how much I admire you. Anyone who's crazy enough to play goalie in the sport of lacrosse demands your respect. Even more respect when you try it for the first time in middle school because the team needed a goalie and you're a team first guy. You rose to the challenge. I'll always remember your lightning quick reflexes and how frustrated you made some of the best shooters on our team. Most of all, I'll remember you for being a great teammate. Zach Horton. Zach, you came to practice, games, and indoor with a love to compete every time you set foot on the field. I loved watching how hard you played the game. You never let anyone push you around, and I'll also never understand where you got your stamina from. You never tired. We never had a big JV team, but you never came off the field and always found a way to score that goal when we needed it. You are a great example to your teammates in showing them what it means to be selfless and a great teammate. Thank you for everything. Boys, in your career, you have helped us to win 3 state championships and reach over 190 wins as a program. You finished the regular season champs each year and established Derryfield team as the team to beat year in and year out. However, most of all, what you've brought to this team is leadership and a winning tradition that hopefully will continue to carry for many years to come. You guys are the reason that I continue to say that I'm proud of our past and that we're primed for the future. From a personal standpoint, boys, I know how hard this was this season, and I want to thank you for the 3 fun years we had together and all the effort that you put in this spring. It's been a blast to see so many of you guys step up and answer the bell when injuries happened and past graduations have occurred. We were tested, and when the chips were down, you found a way to answer that bell time and time again. Just remember that the field's location may have changed, but in the end, Stellos is a mindset. It's not a destination. I'm sad that our time together will end without having us had a chance to run around on that turf one more time, but it'll only make our next alumni game that much more special. Boys, please stay in touch. Forever grateful, Coach Hettler. And now for our Class of 70 award winner, Matt Weimer. Matt, what an incredible journey we've had along the way. I honestly wasn't sure we would get here after that fateful day when you came to visit and Sander accidentally skipped that rock off the ice and it split your head open. I thought for sure there was no way you'd come after that. But you took a chance, and I'm so glad you did. As a student, you attacked Derryfield with the same determination and grit you showed on the lacrosse field. For as many hours as you put into lacrosse, you probably doubled it with your studies, routinely staying up late when others would have given up and gone to bed. You've also been brave and selfless, suffering through and battling back countless injuries that others would have given up on. I can't even imagine how you found the will to continue to push yourself through all the pain, the doctor's visits, and the numerous rehab stints, but I'm so thankful you did. All of us are. All of that hard work and determination paid off last season with one of the greatest years I've ever seen from a player. You are a key to another state title and a great season. You pushed through lingering and nagging pain to always find a way to play when we needed you. The times you weren't able to practice, you studied and supported your teammates so that when you were healthy, you could instantly jump in. All that hard work was rewarded with a well-deserved All-State and academic All-American recognition. Matt, throughout your career, you displayed attributes that any coach would look for in their players. In the future, you will serve in my mind, as a benchmark for current varsity players as to what they need to do and how they can improve themselves and their team in the process. Each day you came to the field with great enthusiasm, passion, and a desire to make yourself and those around you better players. However, more than anything you have ever said verbally, it's how you led by example on and off the field. You've never been afraid of a challenge, and you've constantly risen to each one presented to you. Your presence on the lacrosse team is directly translated into the team's unmatched success during our 4-year tenure together. Matt, on behalf of the team, please accept my sincere thanks and gratitude. Congratulations on being selected as this year's Varsity Lacrosse Class of 70 award winner. Good luck next year at Wake Forest. Boys, last but not least, never fear, the pants are ready for next year. They're sealed, they'll be ready to go, and we'll be back. In the meantime, keep working hard. The highway to 7, it was just delayed, and we'll pick it up where we left off. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Melissa Catenza, head coach for girls varsity lacrosse. Today we are honoring 4 remarkable seniors, Anna Quinn, Sydney Chodish, Sophie Brandt, and Olivia Strong. Anna Quinn is a quiet, passionate athlete who puts team first. She is kind and supportive and is very coachable. Anna's always ready to play wherever she is needed. She was sidelined last year, but attended as many games as she could and was always encouraging and supportive to her teammates. Anna is well-liked, respected, and admired by her peers, as well as her coaches. Best of luck to you, Anna, at GW. Sydney Chodish. Sydney is dedicated and hardworking, both on and off the field. Although she was injured last year, she still attended practices and games to support her teammates and do what she could to help the team, from recording stats during games to helping during practices. She has a smile that calms your nerves and soothes your troubles. Sydney was always a positive force in the sidelines, always encouraging those who stepped off the field or to those who were going on to the field. Her support was an important part of our team morale. Middlebury is lucky to have you, Sydney. Best of luck. Sophie Brandt. Sophie is an energetic, passionate, dedicated, hardworking, fun-loving, and positive member of a GV Lax family. She is a great leader and a fantastic mentor to the underclassmen, and was chosen by them to be captain this year. Sophie was diligent about her recovery last year because she was determined to play in the spring. Although she was not able to actively participate immediately, she attended practices to sharpen her stick skills and taught several teammates basic skills of the game. This act was instrumental to the development of our rookie players like Carla, who made several impact plays during our 2019 season. This selfless act demonstrates Sophie's leadership and team mentality. Her leadership also carried into our offense, where she was significant in our success. Sophie's energy and enthusiasm is infectious and always brings the mood and confidence to a higher level. We will miss Sophie's smile, laughter, voice, and bag of essential oils. Watch out, University of Utah. You have a true gift coming your way. Best of luck, Sophie. Best of luck. The Class of 70 Award recipient for 2020 in lacrosse is Olivia Strong. Olivia has been an integral part of our GV Lax team since the moment she stepped on the field. A 4-year varsity starter, Liv is one of the anchors in our midfield and is a draw specialist who gives 100% in games and in practices. She is a second-year captain who is well-liked and respected by her peers. Liv always puts team first. She is skilled, passionate, self-motivated, hardworking, and is coachable. Liv was chosen to represent the state of New Hampshire as a member of New Hampshire Vermont Team 2 in 2017 and 2019. She was also chosen for All-State Team 1 in 2018 and 2019 by the Division III coaches. These are accomplishments that are not easy to come by. Her level of play has earned her the respect and admiration of coaches and players of opposing teams. During her Derryfield career, Liv tallied 182 goals, 83 assists, 210 draw controls, 132 ground balls, 40 caused turnovers, and 9 interceptions. She is a fierce competitor on the field and lighthearted off the field. Liv has been an asset to our GV Lax team, and she will be surely missed. Thank you for your leadership and contributions to our GV Lax family, and I want to welcome you to our BC family. Liv, best of luck at BC. Let's go Eagles. Ladies, it has been a true honor and pleasure to be your coach for the last 4 years. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication. You will always be part of our GV Lax family. Best of luck in the next chapter of your journey. Thank you.
So this is not how this season was supposed to go. Here's what was supposed to happen. We had an amazingly large group of really strong junior boys and some really dedicated seniors who were going to have an awesome opportunity to really push Derryfield results this spring. And we had really great momentum with growing the girls team. And then COVID hit. And so none of those races happened. We didn't get on the water at all. But here's what did happen. We were able to get ergs out to a bunch of rowers who wanted them. We were able to meet in the mornings for yoga, core, meditation. We had very regular group meetings on Google Meet. We had a Derryfield alum who's a world champion in the under 23 division come and speak virtually to a bunch of the rowers. And we had a Derryfield virtual crew challenge where kids would enter their activity and compete with each other to be the most active member of the team. So while it could have been a scratch, it ended up being a great season, and I'm really proud of the rowers. We're really gonna miss our seniors. Coda, who may not have been planning on coxing this spring, but we'll still miss you. Aaron, our M1 coxswain, who's just been the voice of the boat for the past couple of years. And then Caleb and Duncan. So you guys will really be missed. You've really brought a lot to the Derryfield Crew program. And then on to the 70 award. So I've often referred to Andrew LeBlanc as a machine. He will do an erg test and keep the same splits throughout, whereas a lot of young athletes will go out hard and crash. He's raced in the single and won at New Hampshire championships, and it takes a really strong mind to do that. So I think that calling him a machine kind of negated the value and the impressiveness of the mental fortitude that it takes to be able to push yourself as hard as you can, whether it's in a 3-mile race or a 2,000 meter erg test or a 1,500 meter race on the water. And Andrew's shown that consistently he puts in every ounce of what he has. And he doesn't let his brain tell him that he can't. He just keeps going. And as a great example of that, we did get one virtual race in this season, and rowing for the men's first boat. The boat came in third out of 6 competitors from across New Hampshire. And then looking at the individual times, because it was an erg piece and the times were averaged, we could look at individual times. Andrew had the 3rd fastest time of all times for all the competitors. And so he's just kept going. He keeps pushing himself. He does really intense workouts and has really pushed himself through this spring, through this unprecedented time, even though we haven't been able to be on the water as a team. So congratulations, Andrew, on being the Class of 70 award winner for crew. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys on the water soon. Thanks.
Lucas, thank you so much for your contributions to the Derryfield baseball program over the last 3 years. You went from a reluctant freshman to a true team contributor. I'll never forget your first hit as a varsity baseball player. It was at Newt High School. Bases are loaded, and you took my advice and swung at the first pitch and lined a ball into right field for a base hit. It was awesome. Last year, you battled for a role in the team and were a true contributor. I appreciate everything that you've brought to this program and your enthusiasm and your leadership. I wish you all the best in the future.
Colin, how lucky we were to have you for the last 2 seasons. We not only got a great baseball player, but a player of high character, a leader by example, and someone who knows how to win and lose with grace. You were unselfish. You switched positions halfway through your sophomore season to solidify a team that was struggling at a shortstop position. Thank you so much for all you've contributed to this program. You'll be sorely missed. Will, what can I say? You were always doing the right things. You were always in the right place at the right time. The only regret I have is that we couldn't keep you healthy. For if we had, you would have done great things on the field. I will miss your energy and enthusiasm next year. Good luck in the future, my friend. Derryfield School. It is my honor to announce this year's Class of 70 award winner. Ridge Gonzalez is a 3-year starter, 2-time All-State selection, and co-captain of this year's team. Ridge, you are one of the most enthusiastic and fun players I've ever had the pleasure of being around. You are a consummate gentleman and a team leader. As evidenced last year when the team was struggling to find its identity, You had every right to be angry, point fingers, and yell and scream, but you never did. You remained upbeat and thoughtful when you addressed your teammates. You encouraged them to work harder and inspired them through your relentless effort to improve your own game. You listened and gave feedback. You patted them on the back when they were down. And in the end, it paid off. We eventually found our identity and won 6 of our last 8 games. As a player, pitcher, and hitter, we could always count on you to rise to the occasion. This was evidenced throughout your career. You had quite a few big game moments. But this was especially true last year. Who can forget your big 2-inning save against Newt High School, or just a few days later, your complete game win over PCA? Those 2 wins alone put us in the thick of the playoff pictures. Both of these performances were huge and showed just how much we could rely on you in a pressure situation. After the completion of the 2019 season, you weren't satisfied with the team's nor your own performance. So you spent the summer and fall playing baseball and perfecting your game. After Coach Hill and I had the pleasure of watching one of your dominant pitching performances in fall ball game, we were re-energized and truly believed that our team was bound for a deep playoff run this year. Upon returning to school this fall, you continued to lead. You organized pitching sessions with the younger players to get them ready for the season and to introduce them to the team culture of hard work and grit. Forever leading. You had 3 goals that you expressed to me. All were team goals: to build a strong team culture, to make the playoffs, and to win a state title. While we'll never get the opportunity to see these goals through, your legacy as a leader will remain with the program. Thank you, Ridge, for 3 wonderful years. You're going to leave behind some big shoes to fill. Good luck next year playing ball in college, and congratulations for being the 2020 Class of 70 award winner for baseball.
Hi, I'm Shannon Best. I coach varsity track and field as well as cross country with my co-coach Andrew Sears. This year obviously was a different kind of track and field season, but we still connected with the team weekly, meeting on Mondays and Fridays mostly. We started a team club in Strava where we tracked our workouts and team members could encourage each other. We had weekly challenges. We had a mile time trial, a plank challenge. We had create a design with the map of your run. We had them post picturesque scenes from their runs. We had a slowest quarter mile challenge. We did all kinds of things. It turns out we have lots of artsy kids because we had some amazing posts through this Strava platform, which was really neat with all of their pictures. So we had a lot of fun with it. And because we were logging it all, we were able to kind of get a picture of what they were really doing. And I was so impressed when I added it up and realized that our team this season, since March 23rd, has logged over 2,000 miles. And that's about 2/3 of the way across the country. So we have a couple of weeks left. I think we're going to make it to California. We've also logged over 100,000 feet in elevation gain. So through those runs, we've climbed Mount Washington over 16 and a half times since March. Super proud. Nice job, team. Keep it up. So just a quick shout out to our 4 seniors this year. Costa Sterling was our first dedicated thrower on the team for Derryfield. He started last year, and we're sorry we didn't get a chance to work with you this year and building on what you started, Costas. But nevertheless, thanks for getting out there and giving it a shot. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Sam Dwan has been on the track team for 4 years. I've had the privilege of coaching him for 7 if we include cross country. He is a hard worker and a loyal teammate. And as a matter of fact, last cross country season, he rode his bike 20 plus miles from Bedford and without forgetting to stop at Trader Joe's to snag a snack that he could share with the team so he can cheer them at Derryfield Park last year. Anyway, your hard work, your willingness to go out and try most anything, Sam, and your compassionate loyalty to your teammates. We are going to miss you next year. Eric and Emma, I've coached for 8 seasons since they started on the varsity teams for cross country and track when they started freshman year. Eric, I remember his sense of joy and discovery for running freshman year. It was just really neat, and he has such an effortless stride when he runs, even when he's entering into what we affectionately call the tunnel of pain, which is this really awful part of your race that all runners have encountered. He just is always so effortless and smooth. He was our boys team captain this year, and will do anything the coaches ask of him when it comes to keeping the team motivated, moving forward, improving his own sport. He was going to qualify for the 800-meter race this year, so we're bummed that we didn't get a chance to work on that. But Eric is no stranger to the road races, so I'm sure we're going to see him on leaderboards for years to come. Best of luck, Eric. Next year, we're going to miss you. Emma as well. I've coached her for 8 seasons since she started on the varsity sports at Derryfield. Running is second nature to Emma. It's what she does. She's disciplined. She's consistent. Sometimes she's a little hard on herself, but she's always warm-hearted and quick to be encouraging to her teammates. She runs in every season, every environment. She obviously has done cross-country and track, independent winter track, winter wild racing. She has been on a 200-mile Ragnar relay team, and I'm particularly proud of how for so many years she has worked with an organization to run with underserved youth to help them find confidence and purpose through running. She is going to be running next year, I'm proud to say, for Connecticut College, and happy to congratulate you on that, Emma, and we're going to miss you a ton. I wish you all the best. On behalf of myself and Coach Sears, it's been an honor to coach this team. They learned to push out of their comfort zone, how to push themselves without a coach right there, without a set schedule right after school, and to find that strength and perseverance inside themselves when technically this is all optional, right? You're stronger today for it, team, though, and we're super proud of you. Keep running. So now on to our Class of 70 award. Coach Sears and I were looking at the qualification, who's been on the team 2 or more years, demonstrated the most enthusiasm, endeavor, and selfless interest to make the most of their natural ability, and it was without a question, Catherine Gage. A little bit from last spring, in 2019 as a sophomore, she was the youngest member of our 4x400 relay team with 2 seniors and a junior. She tied with one of the seniors for having one of the fastest legs of the team, and their team qualified for states where they finished 10th out of 15 teams. Those girls also still hold the Derryfield School girls track team 4x400 relay school record with a 4:33.84 time. Also in 2019, Catherine really wanted to do the hurdles. She ran the 300-meter hurdles 3 times with about 1.5 practices maybe before that. Each time she got faster. Final attempt, she was second place out of 16 and came within the state qualifying time by only 1.3 seconds. She would have been at states this year for the hurdles. This season, since March, Catherine has logged over 173 miles running, 340 miles biking, and more than 100 miles roller skiing. So Catherine has made it to New York City and back and is on her next round trip. She's also entered in a bunch of virtual races this season. New Hampshire Track and Field has hosted several races, and she's competed in the mile, the 2 mile, the 800 meter, 400 meter, and 200 meter through this virtual race series. She placed 8th out of 20 competitors for the mile. Those were competitors from New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. Her time was 5 minutes, 50 seconds, which met the qualifying provisional time to compete at states, if there was a states. But we're going to see her at states next year. Catherine even spearheaded a fundraiser for our team this year where we all logged miles to earn money for Food for All. And we were super proud of her for kind of taking the initiative on that. She has the enthusiasm for her teammates, the constant endeavor to continuously improve, and a selfless interest to do all this and serve others at the same time, while all making the most of her natural ability. Coach Sears are so honored to present this year's Track and Field Class of 70 Award to Catherine Gage. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, welcome back. In this part of the program, we give out the Athletic Top 10 Club Medal. The Athletic Top 10 Club Medal is given to those student athletes who have represented Derryfield for 10 or more seasons at the varsity or JV level. On behalf of the athletic department, I am proud to present this award to the following students. For 12 seasons, Emerson Bracey, 4 seasons of soccer, 4 alpine, 1 tennis, 1 crew, and 2 lacrosse. Suha El-Sheikh, 12 seasons, 4 seasons of field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse. Aaron Glossner, 10 seasons, 4 seasons of basketball, tennis, and 2 seasons of field hockey. Ridge Gonzalez, 10 seasons, 4 seasons of basketball, baseball, and 2 seasons of soccer. Henry Howe, 12 seasons, 4 seasons of alpine, lacrosse, and 3 seasons of crew, and 1 season of soccer. Caleb Kramer, 12 seasons, 7 seasons of crew, 4 seasons of basketball, and 1 season of tennis. Colin McCaig, 11 seasons, 4 seasons of golf, basketball, and 3 seasons of baseball. Emma Piles, 12 seasons, 4 seasons of cross country, Nordic, and 3 seasons of track, and 1 season of lacrosse. Anna Quinn, 12 seasons, 4 seasons of field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse. Olivia Strong, 12 seasons, 4 seasons of soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. To all of our student athletes, on behalf of the athletic department, I'm proud to award you this medal. Congratulations on all your hard work and for all the ways that you have shown on and off the field and represented Derryfield in such a positive light. We can't thank you enough. Congratulations again.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spring 2020 Sports Awards. We've come to the part of the program where we honor this year's Independent Sport Award winners. I'm proud and honored to be giving out this year's Independent Sport Award to 2 young women who have overcome numerous obstacles in order to achieve the athletic excellence that they have. Both of our recipients also plan to continue to pursue their athletic passions in college next year.
Leah Wang started playing volleyball when she was just 11 years old in China. Since then, she has had to overcome moving to California, then to New Hampshire, where along the way she had to adapt to different cultures, skills, and styles of play. Throughout her journey, her passion, motivation, and consistent hard work grew each year. In the past 3 years, Leah has been selected and served as a key member, a spike and hitter, of her top team in her Smash Volleyball Club located in Newton, Massachusetts. She has endured long drives 3 times per week, bad weather, and tournaments that conflicted with academic commitments at Derryfield. Leah routinely practiced 3 times a week, with training sessions lasting upwards of 3 hours, on top of 3 hours of driving for a round trip after school. She has also invested hours of additional outside training to reinforce and improve her skills. In total, Leah has spent at least 30 days competing at different level tournaments, from the state and regional level, like Boston, to national level tournaments like Las Vegas, Chicago, Colorado, California, each year. Through it all, Leah has managed all of those things and continued to perform well in and out of the classroom. Dr. Masoni said, Leah has a unique blend of creativity, curiosity, determination, and grace under pressure that will take her wherever she chooses to go. While Ms. Barcy remarked that, Leah is one of the hardest working students I have ever had the opportunity to teach. She sets high goals for herself and works incredibly hard to achieve them. She is truly a triple threat. Not only a tremendous academic student and athlete, she is a thoughtful, and creative artist too. I could always count on Leah to provide rich constructive criticism and support to her peers. She's been a real pleasure to have in the art classroom. While the 2020 volleyball season was cut short, and Leah did not get to finish her high school career like she planned, she has accomplished many team and individual goals throughout her playing career. Most recently, Leah was a key member of her club's silver medal performance at the Colorado Crossroads Championship. She also has been a key contributor at the Junior National Championship level for Team China, USA, and her AAU team, earning bronze and gold medals along the way. Leah also found a way to give back to the sport she loves this year by volunteering to help coach with Miss Lorraine during our first ever volleyball X-Block class. When asked about Leah's contributions, Miss Lorraine had the following to say. Leah was a wonderful addition to our first volleyball X-Block class this past winter. She enthusiastically demonstrated core movements and techniques for the class, patiently helped her classmates develop their skills, and happily assisted them in running drills and activities. It is clear she has a love and a natural talent for the sport. Her serving and hitting are forces to be reckoned with. Leah's hard work and dedication to the sport of volleyball has recently earned her a roster spot next year at Carnegie Mellon. Leah, congratulations on a wonderful career both in and out of the classroom here at Derryfield. We are all so proud of you. On behalf of the athletic department and Derryfield, we want to wish you the best of luck in the future. Please accept our sincere congratulations on being this year's Co-Independent Sport Award winner. Our second co-recipient of the Independent Sport Award is Emma Ward, who for many years has participated in the sport of gymnastics. Emma has had to navigate multiple obstacles along the way this year and throughout her career to find the success that she has had. Emma lists her proudest moments in gymnastics as making the Super 7 regional team representing New Hampshire, coming back from multiple possible career-ending injuries, while being able to meet gymnasts from all over the state, country, and the world. Along the way, Emma has earned some very impressive recognition for her hard work. Since 2016, Emma has consistently placed in the top 5 in multiple disciplines such as the floor, beam, vault, bars, and the all-around for her club in various local meets. Competing as an independent for Derryfield in 2019, Emma's coach had this to say about her. Emma's only been with our gym for a year, but has been a gymnast all her life. Emma came to our gym with a lot of physical skill level and blossomed this year by solidifying her mental skill set and gaining maturity. Emma had to deal with some setbacks this season, starting with a back injury right before the season began. She spent every day of her recovery doing exercises and taking care of herself, with her end goal of being able to compete level 9 this season. In January, she began competing modified routines, representing Derryfield as an independent, coached by her mom. She had a very successful high school season, placing in the top 3 on events in the all-around and at almost every meet. Emma had a great showing at the NHIA State Championships, where she placed 5th on the bars, 6th on the beam, and 6th in the all-around. She also earned a spot at New England's. In conjunction with that, she put together level 9 routines and successfully completed her difficult routines with precision at multiple Junior Olympic meets, qualifying her to the New Hampshire State Championships. Her scores and performances throughout the Junior Olympic season earned her a spot in the Regional 6, Level 9 Regional Championships, which is a competition that features the top gymnasts in the state of in New England states and New York. Emma will forever be remembered as one of the tallest gymnasts in our states, an honor that she carries with pride. She will also be remembered as an incredibly hard worker who knows how to set her mind to a job and get it done. When asked about what gymnastics means to her, Emma replied, "Gymnastics means the world to me. Gymnastics has provided a place where I have built my character and developed into the person I am today. When everything is right in the world, I am able to share my joy with my teammates and channel my passion into my skills. When the storms of life come and rain down on me, I am able to lean on my friends and coaches and escape the pressure through the hard work and rhythm of practice. I have had my highest of highs and the rock bottoms in this sport. Every time I have attended a clinic, experienced different teams, environments, and coaching styles, I learned something about myself in the sport. One thing that seems uniform throughout the places that I have been is this. Gymnastics truly does allow kids to start here and go anywhere. It has taught me key life skills that allow me to be confident about my future outside the gym." In recent years, Emma has shown a love of teaching and giving back to others. Emma has taught younger gymnasts at all levels and spent a significant amount of time helping her gym stay clean and safe for others to use. Emma will parlay those life lessons she has learned in the gym and on the mat to help her next fall as she studies human movement science at Utah State University, where she also plans to continue to participate in gymnastics. Emma, on behalf of the athletic department, I am proud to give this year's Co-Independent Sport Award to you. Emma, thank you for all you have done to show Derryfield and yourself in such a positive light. We wish you the best of luck in the future. Congratulations again. Girls, congratulations to the both of you. We're proud of you.
First, I'd like to congratulate Colin on being named the recipient of the Male Coaches Award. It's a very deserving honor. I remember first meeting Colin at one of our practice sessions. He was still in the 8th grade and couldn't participate on the varsity team, but I could see the focus and talent was there. He was polite and respectful, which is a testament to his excellent upbringing by his parents, Lenny and Sarah. Through the years, he has grown and gotten stronger with his golf swing, and his game started to get really good and polished. He has dedicated himself to the game, practices constantly, and it shows. He has been named to numerous New Hampshire and AJGA All-Star teams. It all came together this past golf season here at Derryfield, as the team went undefeated, were state champs, and Colin was named Player of the Year in Division III. Quite an honor. Colin, we're all going to miss you. It's been a pleasure to coach you these 4 years and watching you grow. And I'm sure your next journey at Middlebury College is going to be a very successful one, golf-wise and scholastically.
Hi, Colin. Coach Mead here. I hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastic. I just wanted to send you this message congratulating you on receiving one of the Coaches Awards from Derryfield this spring. We felt you were definitely our Coaches Award winner this year, and it's a tribute to you that all your other coaches thought the same of you, and to nominate you for this award. To me, the Coaches Award represents your player that exhibits the qualities of effort, dedication, and loyalty. And you certainly did that for us this past season. But you were more than that, and you want to add in leadership, having a positive relationship with all your teammates and coaches, as well as being an extremely hard worker for us, day in and day out, staying late after practice, and always coming in when we had optional practices on Saturdays and urging your teammates to do so as well. It was just a pleasure coaching you this past season, and I'm really going to miss you. Program is really going to miss you. We certainly wish you all the luck in the world this coming fall in college, and I know you're going to be successful in whatever you do. And I also want to make sure you understand that I want you to come back and whenever you're in town and be part of our program and come to practice. And we'd certainly love to see you and again be part of what's going on. Again, I wish you luck next in this fall, and have a great summer, and say hi to Mom and Dad for me. All right? We'll see you, buddy.
Leadership on the varsity level have contributed the most to the Derryfield School athletic program during their playing careers. It is my pleasure to announce Colin McCaig as the Coaches Award winner. I have many memories of you, Colin, but the one that I will begin this speech with takes place in your sophomore year when you told me you were coming back to play baseball after a year hiatus from the sport. I remember the excitement that I felt that we would receive a player that was not only a talented baseball player, but also one of such high character. It was an adjustment for you, and you struggled at moments. You performed admirably, however, that season. In the field, you unselfishly switched positions from the outfield to shortstop, a position that we were struggling at as a team. And you solidified our infield position. Never mind to mention that you were a left-handed shortstop, which is rather unorthodox. At the plate, it was an adjustment, and at times I knew you were frustrated. But in true Colin fashion, you just kept working and learning and asking questions. My second memory of you takes place last year. You came back a different player from the previous year. Bigger, stronger, more confident, unflappable in a lot of ways. You worked hard. You took the feedback that Coach Hill and I gave you in the previous year and you used it to improve your game. You dialed in your baseball swing and became one of the most feared hitters on our team. You got a hit in 12 of the 15 games you played in. Your batting average went from 143 in your sophomore year to 444 in your junior year, and that doesn't happen by accident. Your play at shortstop and your prowess at the plate earned you a selection on the All-State team last year. You set the standard for hard work and were the example that the younger players had that hard work pays off. Congratulations for winning the Coaches Award, Colin. Well deserved.
Hello, I'm Jeffrey Cousineau, and I'm here to present the 2020 Scholar Athlete Award. The Scholar Athlete Award is given to the individual who combines both academic excellence and athletic ability. The coaches at Derryfield are very excited to present this year's award to Tyler Kreitz. Now, Tyler has proven his intellectual curiosity in several ways. Can you believe he's completed 7 AP courses and 6 AT courses? That's right, 13 courses over 2 years worth of advanced level work. And despite all the rigor and all the challenges, Tyler has earned highest honors his entire time here at Derryfield. Tyler has established himself as a classroom leader. He can carry on the most complicated and delicate of classroom discussions, and he can also solve the most complicated of mathematical problems, both in science and math. So really, if you look at it, it really doesn't matter whether it's liberal arts, science, or math. Tyler can do it all. Tyler has also experienced the same success on the soccer field and in the tennis courts. Tyler has been a long-standing member of the boys varsity soccer team, especially if you consider his preteen years when he was supporting BVSO when his brother was on the team. This past year really stands out for me. Tyler earned a starting spot as the team's outside right back. He earned that spot through hard work, tenacity, and just an intellectual ability to understand the moment of the game. His contributions to the team helped solidify our back line and help us put it into the right spot as we prepared for our tournament run. Coach Leary describes similar attributes when he talks about Tyler as being one of the hardest working players on the team. And thanks to his work ethic, it earned him a captainship his junior and senior year. Tyler was a key leader for the team, and he helped balance the team's need for understanding of having fun, but also getting the job done. Coach Leary really stated that the team will miss his leadership in the coming years. And so, as Tyler's coach and his teacher, I can tell you he is fantastic in both places. And so it's with great pride and excitement that I present this year's 2020 Scholar Athlete Award to Tyler Kreitz. Congratulations, Tyler.
When Mr. Hettler asked me to present the Female Scholar Athlete Award to a member of the varsity field hockey team, I was proud and honoured to accept. It did not surprise me that this year's recipient is Anna Quinn, a co-captain of field hockey and a 3-sport athlete. When combined with a year-long position in the school's highest honour roll, you can see why Anna is a perfect fit for this award. Anna is a winner as a scholar, as an athlete, and most importantly, a caring and kind person. There are some common themes from all of Anna's teachers, some of which are always prepared, insightful class participation, high quality work on projects and assignments. Mrs. Burdett in creative writing called Anna an engaged and creative writer, while Dr. Carlin indicated a committed rigor and focus to her honours presentation on Soviet espionage. In AT Investment Math, Mr. Watt highlighted a fantastic presentation to potential clients to win their business. Mr. Little in Physics praised Anna's attention and participation in keeping up with preparations necessary to be successful in assessments during the unique circumstances of virtual learning. He also mentioned Anna's positive contributions to class, as did Senora Reynolds in AT Spanish Language, Literature and Culture. She says, quote, "I have greatly appreciated your kindness and solid work ethic as you matured into a confident literature student in Spanish." These comments about your academic prowess are outstanding. but it is your participation and expertise outside the classroom that I personally have had first-hand experience. As Director of Athletics for 3 of your high school years, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for being a 3-season athlete at Derryfield. I've watched you develop and mature into a committed athlete, dedicated to giving your best at every practice and game, all with a wonderful attitude and exemplifying what a Derryfield student athlete should be. In field hockey, you are a key member of our varsity team, which won Derryfield's first ever Division II state championship, and as co-captain, helped lead our team to the Final Four this past season. Being voted a captain by your peers is a testament to the high regard in which they hold you. You are always sensitive to the needs of the team, quietly inspiring everyone to do their best, and were very supportive of your teammates, especially the younger and less experienced players. I will certainly miss your smile and sense of humour. I also witnessed your fierce competitiveness from field hockey transfer into your basketball high school career. Coach Natalie Wilson commented on your positive attitude and work ethic every day at practice. She praised your willingness to accept whatever role you were given on the team, a quality that is appreciated by all coaches. Whenever a coach would get a little intense in games, she would look to the bench and there would be Anna with a huge smile on her face, re-emphasizing that it was still fun to be in a game. Likewise, varsity lacrosse coach Catenza also highlighted the 100% commitment Anna brought to every practice and game. She particularly praised Anna continually coming to support her teammates at games and practices despite being sidelined for much of last season. Anna, for all of these reasons and more, it has been a pleasure for me to have been your coach for 4 years, to observe your contributions to Derryfield Athletics, and now to have the privilege to present you with the 2019-2020 Female Scholar Athlete Award. Congratulations and best of luck at George Washington next year.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hastings, and I'm here to present the Lamplighter Award. The Lamplighter Award is presented to the boy or girl who, through spirit, attitude, loyalty, and overall performance, have been an inspiration to their teammates and a credit to their school. It is my distinct pleasure today to talk about Ridge Gonzalez. His sports resume is filled with plenty of highlights. He has participated in 10 seasons of athletics, 2 for soccer, 4 for basketball, and 4 for baseball. He was a team captain of the baseball team in 2020. He was the Class of 70 award winner in basketball and in baseball. He's a 2-time All-State selection in baseball in the 2018 and 2019 seasons. He was also an All-State selection for the 2019-2020 basketball season. Ridge has also been recognized by the NHIAA as a Scholar Athlete for the 2019-2020 school year. Ridge is a positive role model for the school. His basketball coach said, "Ridge did a fine job this season for the boys basketball team. Although not a team captain, Ridge always showed leadership. He was very vocal with his teammates in a very positive way throughout the season. We were very lucky to have Ridge as a member of the team. As this is his senior year, we will miss him very much next season." Ridge was an incredibly positive force for me and on the baseball team. Ridge is one of the most positive, enthusiastic, and fun players that I've had the pleasure of being around. He is the consummate gentleman and team leader. Ridge demonstrated how strong his leadership skills were last year when our young team was struggling to find its identity. Ridge had every right to be angry, point fingers, and yell and scream, but he never did. He remained upbeat and thoughtful when he addressed his younger teammates. He encouraged them to work harder and inspired them through his pursuit of perfecting his own skills. He listened to his teammates, gave feedback, and patted them on the back when they were down. In the end, it paid off as we eventually found our identity and won 6 of our last 8 games, putting us in the playoff race. After the completion of the 2019 season, Ridge was not satisfied with his team's nor his own performance. So he spent both the summer and fall playing baseball and perfecting his game. Upon returning to the school this fall, Ridge continued to lead. He organized pitching sessions every week with younger players to get them ready for the season. He introduced them to the team culture of hard work and grit. Ridge was forever leading. While we'll never get the opportunity to see his hard work pay off, his legacy as a leader will remain with the program. Outside of his own athletic career, Ridge was also a regular volunteer for the Winter Special Olympics. Mrs. Llewellyn had this to say about Ridge. Ridge is amazing. He is empathetic by nature and so able to connect with those around him in genuine ways. He makes everyone he talks to feel like they matter and are the most important thing in the world at that moment. He is a true doer and thoughtfully considers others' needs ahead of his own. He is a person I will always look to lead a group, as I would trust his actions and values would be impressive and worth emulating. Ridge, thank you for what you've contributed to the Derryfield athletic programs, and congratulations for earning the 2020 Lamplighter Award.
Hi, my name is Shannon Best. I coach cross country and track and field here at Derryfield and have been asked to present this year's Lamplighter Award to the female athlete who, through spirit, attitude, loyalty, and overall performance, has been an inspiration to her teammates and a credit to her school. Today, I'm talking about Emma Piles. A 12-season athlete, she's participated in a varsity sport every trimester since freshman year, including lacrosse, cross country, Nordic skiing, and track and field. She's qualified for states multiple times in cross country, Nordic, and track. And Nordic this year earned a spot to compete at Meet of Champions. She is a member of the 2 relay teams that hold Derryfield school record for the fastest times in the girls' 4x400 and 4x800 meter relays. She served as team captain for cross country, Nordic, and track, and always took that role with great responsibility. She's also been awarded Class of 70 award in all 3 sports. Her Nordic coach, Peter Brew, noted she was always determined to improve, which made her such a perfect example to the rest of the team. While Emma is a determined and disciplined athlete, what makes her even more an inspiration to her teammates and a credit to her school is the compassionate and humble way she's used her love for running and athletics to be such a positive role model to those around her and to serve those who are less fortunate and underserved. Examples. More than once, I have personally seen her literally stop in her tracks to quietly take aside a younger runner to listen to them and just lift them back up because she noticed that they had a particularly difficult race. This past year, Emma took part as a volunteer in Special Olympics, where she was a 1-to-1 buddy in a Nordic race, as well as a member of the larger group working to support the event. Girls on the Run is an organization that works with young, often underserved young girls using running to help them find self-confidence and develop essential skills. As a volunteer during all 4 years of high school, Emma would spend her time as a 1-to-1 running buddy, encouraging them in their practices and at their end of season final 5K. Last spring, she even got the whole track team to volunteer during the local Manchester Girls on the Run end of season 5K. In 2018, she learned about Girls Gotta Run Foundation, which was established to help support the education of young girls in Ethiopia and uses running as a foundation, and organized our cross-country team to participate in a virtual run that helped raise money to build a cross-country course for these underserved girls. In 2016, as a freshman, Emma helped organize Derryfield students and faculty to take part in the Winter Wild Series. As a result, Derryfield won a $3,000 award, which was used to purchase heart monitors for our health and wellness program. I could keep going. There are many more examples to demonstrate Emma's heart and enthusiasm. Next year, Emma will continue her running career as she is committed to Connecticut College and their cross-country team. I assure you, they do not know the half of what they're getting.
Hi, I'm presenting the Male and Female Athlete of the Year Award. The Male and Female Athlete Award is different and special because it's awarded by the community at Derryfield. The recipients of this award were recognized by their classmates, teammates, their friends. Some could say a milestone is considered actions or events marking a significant change or stage in our development. As you know, life is full of these milestones. For babies, they have developmental milestones, smiling for the first time, waving bye-bye. Children have reached milestones in how they play, speak, learn, move, crawl, walk, run, then jump. As you're sitting here, you could have your own personal milestones. Getting accepted to Derryfield, getting your driver's license, graduating from high school, then college, or heading off into the real world, then getting married, or having your first child, or having a child. This year, as you all know, the community has had various milestones. Locally, the opening of our A&W Center, changing the development and vision of our athletic programs. The STEM area, collaborative thinking, building a strong foundation for our robotics and technology ideas to grow. Then to the current situation with social distancing and virtual learning that we've all endured this spring, possibly over the summer. So in athletics, milestones can come in the victories we celebrate or the defeats we endure. It's how we embrace and move on that identifies a true athlete. So for a male athlete, Max Byron, you could say it was going and trying different sports to help fine-tune his true passion. Was it helping the varsity basketball program some postseason play every year he was part of that team? Max was one of the players that wanted the best out of his teammates. Sometimes there was a bit of a tough love frustration, but just because he knew we could all do better as a team, he pushed himself, he pushed his teammates. There was a situation, it could have been one of his highlights, where he was lighting up from three-point range. It was almost like he was taking shots from mid-court that just all went through the hoop. Nothing missed, everything but net. Or could it be the infamous and the final straw of scoring 1,000 points? That was his milestone for his high school career. Switching over to the female, Catherine Gage overcame the challenge of a broken bone in her foot during field hockey season to go on and race cross country in the Division IV finals, where she placed in the top 3. In all the state coach series races this year, she was the top 10 in the state. In track, running the fastest legs to help the team qualify for states. Or is it just more of the 100 miles she's put on roller skiing over the summer, over the fall, getting ready for the seasons? One thing that this year has taught me, no matter how big or how small they might be, it is that you should never stop finding your passion and keep looking for your short milestones. Congratulations to Catherine Gage and Max Byron, your female and male athletes of the year.